What's up, everybody? It's your girl JoJo, and I'm here with a review for Put a Ring on It. It is going to be a voiceover video today. I hope you guys do not mind too much, but y'all know my situation, and I did not want to wait around for the room to be empty to start recording because I have a lot to do. So I needed to get at least one video done, and I decided to voice record Put a Ring on It, and hopefully I can do my Ready to Love video the normal way. So I hope you guys don't mind too much, but we're just going to talk about what happened on the reunion show. It really wasn't much. So, first of all, let's start out with what everybody had on. You know, I love to talk about what people have on at the reunion shows. And I'll start with Tamika and Vince. I thought Tamika and Vince looked nice. They kind of tried to compliment each other with the colors. I wanted Tamika to have on an open-toed shoe. That heel that she had on with that long dress, it was truly giving me church, like, and not in a good way. Like, all she needed was a blazer to cover up her shoulders like the ushers would have told you to do, and it would have been a whole church look. But that's all. I just wanted an open-toed shoe. I just wanted an open-toed shoe, and even the pump didn't look cute. So I just wanted that's all I wanted. But her hair looked beautiful. Her skin looked beautiful. To me, she's beautiful. She's a beautiful girl. And Vince looked nice too. I could not figure out why, I don't even remember their names, you guys. Ulysses and his woman, I really couldn't figure out why they were even there. I understand that they had extenuating circumstances that wouldn't allow them to remain on the show, but I still just didn't feel like they needed to be a part of the reunion. They kind of just were just there most of the time, but I mean, they look nice. They look nice. I thought she looked beautiful. She always has looked beautiful, even those first couple of episodes that she was on the show. But they looked good together. Let's see. Mike and Shay, they both had on black. Shay, I mean, it was just okay for me. I want to see Shay glam it up. I feel like I feel like she would look really, really good, like in something, I don't know, like a low cut, and, I love the off the shoulder, but I just wanted to see her, I don't know, like, I just want to, y'all know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm doing something with my hands. Y'all can't see it, but I just want to see, like, her do, like, I don't know. I just feel like she would look really, really good, that height and her legs and her body. I just want to see the glam look on her. But anyway, they look nice together. They both had on black, nothing too exciting there. Ashley and Hollywood was very interesting because the two of them normally dress alike. Like, not all the time, but when they have an important event or a photo shoot or something like that, these two normally try to complement each other in clothing. And the fact that they did not do that, okay, you had Hollywood over there looking like the Great Gatsby, and then you had Ashley over there in a blue velvet dress, which was beautiful. Actually, something I probably wanted to, that's kind of the glam I think I wanted to see Shay in, but she looked beautiful. But I noticed they weren't dressed alike, and that's normally their thing, okay, with stuff like this. So I was like, y'all know I said it last week, I wonder if she is trying to rebel. I mean, it said something to me, and it also was moments where they were sitting far apart. There was like space between them on the couch. It looked uncomfortable. Like, I just noticed a lot of things with the two of them. So yeah. So Egypt is hosting the reunion, and she's talking about how all of the couples took this gamble with their relationship in order to improve their relationship, and everybody agrees that they knew it was a risky step, but it was kind of like, where do we go from here? Like, what do we have to lose? Because the relationship already wasn't where it needed to be. So they all took a chance, even though we all at home thought they were absolutely crazy. And for some people, it has improved their relationships greatly. For others, I'm not really sure, y'all. And that's what we're going to talk about. So let's start out talking about, I think I want to talk about Tamika and Vince first. Even though they weren't first, I want to talk about them first. So Tamika talks a lot about how their main issues was the fact that they were having a lot of problems just getting over the past, and how Vince wouldn't really cop to anything. So she said, now this is what she said to us now. She said she knew Vince wasn't doing anything, but she just wanted him to come clean about things that had happened in the past, to be honest about it. I don't know, y'all, because she seemed to not trust him, like, even in that moment. But we gonna roll with whatever they say today. She said that she knew he wasn't doing nothing. And she just wanted him to be honest about things that had happened because that had led them to the point that they were at that point in time. She said it helped because she got to go on dates and she kind of got her mojo back. And I guess she started feeling, I guess, desirable again. And that really helped her out. Maybe that boosted her self-esteem, or maybe that helped her realize that even if she were to have to go elsewhere and find a relationship, she'd be able to date again. And it just did something for her. And so it improved her attitude and it improved her motivation for her own relationship. Same thing with Vince. It helped him realize what he needed to work on. Dr. Nicole had them do several activities and their relationship has improved for the better. And I will say, you guys, I can see it. They look happier. They behave better with one another. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes that this situation actually did help them. They actually are looking to get married. It was going to be in September, but now she wants to possibly move the wedding up because in her words, she says that if now that Vince has proposed to her on TV, if he wants to go out there and do something now, then, somebody's definitely going to go back and tell her. Did that rub any of y'all? I'm just like, it sounds to me like, it don't sound like she don't trust him, but it's still that same thing. Like, I still feel like she, I don't know, like maybe requires some type of validation, or maybe wanted to, I don't know. Maybe it was just a joke, but to me it sounded like, are you expecting him to still go out there and do something? And you think maybe that because it was on TV now, that stops him. There's this barrier to keep him from doing something now because you guys had a proposal on TV and it was public. Because I'm here to tell you, baby, they'll still do it. Because it's not like everybody and their mama was watching this show. So I don't know, you guys. I can't think about it too long. It makes me upset. Let's move on. Okay, next we have Shay and Mike. Shay says that as the process went on, she definitely had a love-and-hate relationship with Dr. Nicole, and Dr. Nicole had a love-and-hate relationship with Shay. I don't even think she liked Shay half the time, and you could see it. But she says that she came to understand that she could create the life that she wanted in the relationship that she wanted with Mike, and it was something that Dr. Nicole really pushed her to do. And once she started focusing on that instead of focusing on everything maybe that she wasn't getting or things that weren't right, and started trying to create the relationship she wanted, it made everything better between those two. She has a better relationship with Zion. Zion is Mike made over. They actually are like the same person. She has spent more time with him. They have moved forward and things have been really good. She's made a lot of changes because she has listened to Dr. Nicole's advice. Mike admits that when it came to him and Shay, he kind of was holding back a lot, and that he also said that when it came to his son, he kind of had always created distance between Zion and any of the women that he dated, including Shay. So he kind of presented a life to Shay that did not have Zion in it. And the plot thickens, and I kind of thought that might have been going on, but I wasn't really sure. So now we know for sure. And it's not that he acted like Zion didn't exist, but he kept his relationship with Zion separate. So Shay saw it as something separate. So that's just FYI to everybody out there with children. If you present it like your relationship with the person is over here and your relationship with your child is over there, then that might be how the person computes it in their mind. Now, me personally, that's always a red flag for me when you're keeping your child. If we're together and you're creating distance between me and your child, or I feel like maybe even that you weren't seeing them as much because you're with me, that's always a red flag for me anyway. But I guess Shay was like, hey, whatever goes on over there stays on over there, and y'all can go on to the Airbnb. But she says she's not thinking like that anymore, and she's just been spending more time. So they do have their dates, the people that they went on dates with, come out and talk, but I fast forwarded through Tamika and Vince's people because, whatever. But I did watch Whitney, Rick, and Peyton. Peyton and Rick were the guys that Shay went out on a date with, and Peyton says that he could tell that Shay started to pull away, and Shay said she pulled away because there was tension. And Egypt, with her messy self, gonna say, oh, so it was sexual tension. And Mike was over there shifting and carrying on in his seat. I don't think he appreciated that. But yes, there was some sexual tension, and that is why she needed to pull away. Then they move over there to Thick Rick, and it's Mike is uncomfortable again because she's talking about how Rick had picked her up. I was like, child, I don't really want to have these conversations on the stage. But yeah, Mike was tight. I'm going to just say that. Then when we get to Whitney, now this is where it gets interesting because Egypt asks Whitney, have her and Mike spoken. I'm going to skip all that other stuff they was talking about, with the dates, because we already know that Mike was feeling Whitney, but Whitney says that Mike was very guarded, no kissing, no holding hands, like he didn't want to cross that line. And Mike says he didn't want to cross that line because he realized he really wanted to focus on the woman that he loved, which was Shay. But they've all been in communication, all right? Not just Whitney and Mike, but Whitney, Mike, and Shay. Because according to Shay, Mike was adamant that Whitney and Shay would make good friends. Now, Mike said he wasn't adamant. Let me tell you guys something. Now, I love women. I like being friends with women. I like hanging out with women. I don't really even have a lot of male friends. I've never been the girl who got along with men like that. But it ain't no place and no time where my ex is going to tell me, you know what? It was this girl I used to mess with, and I think y'all would be really good friends. Now, I know back in the day, when you were in college, not all of us, but you had a homegirl at least who maybe was dealing with a dude. He was community, she had done fell for him. Then you find out he might have messed with one of your friends. Y'all done with him, so y'all sit down in the cafeteria, y'all have a good laugh, because now y'all done swap probably some type of, spiritual exchange. But y'all laugh about it and say, oh, you used to mess with him, girl, I used to mess with him too. That's a different situation. We're talking about somebody that you went on dates with, you liked, could have formed another relationship with, and broke up with me. But you're telling me that we would make good friends. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm not that mature. Okay, not on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. None of those days am I going to be that mature, and I'm not falling for it. But is it maturity, or is it a freak session going on? Because Egypt brings up how Mike and Shay have said that they are open to threesomes. And Michael's just like, we didn't say we were open. We just said it's something that has happened before. So they've done it before. And Egypt want to know if they trying to do it with Whitney. And Whitney is just like, well, I'm going to never say never. And Shay said, if Whitney is open to it. I said, Mike, baby, you might be the master here. I ain't never seen nothing. Well, I have seen things like this go down. But nothing quite like this on a television show. So I guess Whitney is going to continue to be involved. But I'm going to tell Shay right now, don't mess around and let Mike start liking Whitney more, then you gonna be on the outs, okay? She already said she cool with Zion. You the one that had to get used to him. So y'all gonna get enough of bringing people into y'all relationship, especially people that your man got feelings for. But all right, okay. Maybe I'm a prude. Let's move on. Ashley in Hollywood. What a disappointment. These two, to me, are right back where they started at the very beginning of the show. I don't feel like anything has changed. I don't feel like anything has improved. I feel like Hollywood has a better realization of where they stand and of what he needed to do to make it better. But now, it's all on Ashley to decide if she wants to get married or not. Ashley keeps talking about how she needs to see a certain type of emotional response from him, that there's still this turmoil and there's still this anger that goes on with him, and it's at a point where she doesn't always feel like she can express herself. And I get all of that, but if it keeps happening, that might just be like, what if that's just how he is? Like, what if that's just his personality type? He gets riled up pretty quickly, and what if it doesn't change? Like, it's been 9 years, baby. I don't think Ashley wants to be in this relationship anymore. Even when Egypt asks her, like, be honest, did you say yes to not hurt his feelings? Or do you really want to be with him? I don't think Ashley was honest. I really think she said yes to not hurt his feelings, but she told us no. When the other girl that he went on a date with, Hollywood went on a date with, and Kwame are on the stage, you know, there's arguments going on, and those arguments remind me of people who have feelings for each other but are sitting up there lying. You know, Kwame was frustrated. He said that he thought it was going to be something else. He gave her the space and said, when you're done with it, you know, let me know. I'm here. I'm ready. Hollywood is just like, yeah, man, but she had the opportunity and she didn't choose you. And Hollywood said back in the day he would have went over there and slapped dude, because he don't play that. But it was so much tension on that stage, and Ashley was just kind of, I don't want to say she was sitting back, but she just seemed like she didn't know what to do or what to say. Egypt asked her, you know, have they been thinking about a wedding date? No, because she's still not sure if she wants to be married. When she asked them, I think Egypt also asked her, were they in an engagement or did they have an engagement? And she's just like, I'm like, girl, what is, Ashley, what's up? Like, for real, I like you, but you gonna have to make some decisions. Like, you just can't keep putting it all on Hollywood, because he's made it clear, this is who I am. I want you. I want my girl. I want to marry you. What do you want to do? So watching her on that stage, I just felt like she wasn't being 100% honest. Then you got old girl that Hollywood went on that date with, talking about he loves you and we would all be lucky to have a man that loves us. I wanted to be like, girl, shut up. We don't even remember your name. But Ashley was just like, okay, and I appreciate that, and I understand. But it's still my decision. It's something I have to decide. I just think she needs to cut her losses. I don't think the relationship is going anywhere. That's just my opinion. But y'all, even Dr. Nicole says that the two of them are still not being emotionally honest with each other, and they really need to take their time and do so. I don't know, Dr. Nicole. I just feel like it's a wash at this point. The rest of the time that they were on stage, Ashley was up there looking like her stomach was hurting and she wanted to run off. Like, that's exactly how she looked. So, I wish them the best, but I really don't know. Lastly, Ulysses and his woman, I forgot her name, like I said, he says that he bought her a ring, but he ain't gave it to her because he doesn't want to rush her. And she says she still need to work on herself. Child, everybody too old for this. Y'all let me know what y'all thought. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all for the next one. Bye.